Hear he, hear he, hear he. All persons having anything to do before the Honorable Joan M. McMenemy, First Justice of the Juvenile Court, now sitting in Lenox, in the County of Berkshire, within and for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, draw near, give your attendance, and you shall be heard. God save the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Court is now in session.
Mr. Webb, please present the colors. Thank you. It's now my pleasure to present Lena Orozco, who will lead us in the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. What a great way to start. So it is, I'd like to begin by thanking Commander Webb and Past Commander James from the American Legion Post 152 out of Williamstown for presenting the colors today. The Berkshire Immigrant Center for helping pull this together, and most especially the Norman Rockwell Museum for hosting us. Now I'd like to present Lori Moffat, the director of the Norman Rockwell Museum.
Good morning, friends, citizens of Berkshire County and Massachusetts, and especially a welcome to our soon-to-be citizens and your families. We're so happy to have you here today at Norman Rockwell Museum, and we welcome all your friends and families in our community to witness this very special moment. It's my distinct honor and privilege to welcome you on behalf of our Board of Trustees and our community to serve as court today for your naturalization ceremony. I'd like to thank Russell Boyd. Thank you, Russell, for opening court. You're actually in a courtroom now, not a museum. This is a courthouse now. Our members of the American Legion Post 152, Lena, and your beautiful voice for so heartfelt rendition of our national anthem. And later we'll be hearing from another musician. Please also join me in welcoming and thanking our elected officials who are with us this morning, State Senator Adam Hines and Pittsfield Mayor Linda Tyre. Thank you for being here today. We are very grateful for all that our elected officials do on our behalf as citizens, and one of the most important rights of our citizenship is the right to vote. And we hope that you will sign up to register to vote as soon as you have become citizens. We have on the terrace for the party and reception we'll be having afterwards for your families the opportunity to register. So please do. We're also grateful for the help of our public-spirited individuals and companies who support this ceremony. Helen Bing is presenting a gift membership to each of you and your families, which will allow you to visit the museum all year long for free. And we hope you find a home here at the museum. And we're grateful too to Berkshire Bank and the support of the Berkshire Immigrant Center, our partner in this, with support from Greylock Federal Credit Union, Kane Hibbard Myers Council, and the Syke Howland Associates. They help make today possible and support all that goes into hosting it. And we extend our thanks to the many local businesses who donated food and services that we'll enjoy on the terrace in our ceremony after the real ceremony. And they're listed on a board of honor that I hope you'll take a look at and support these businesses. Today's event is held under the auspices of the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services. And I can't tell you how grateful I am that they take the time to come from Boston to host this event here in Stockbridge at Norman Rockwell Museum, where Norman Rockwell's paintings surround us and remind us of all that's good in our country and in our people. And I want to thank the Lawrence Field Office and Joseph Forte and his staff who are here with us today and organize this program. Thank you for all your hard work that you do to make it possible for our Berkshire County citizens to become citizens right here at home. And Judge Joan McMenemy, we're so grateful to you for being here to conduct the oath of allegiance and taking a break from the official courthouse building to hold court here at the museum. Behind me, Norman Rockwell's Four Freedoms images, which are in the Four Freedoms Gallery here, are our nation's iconic depictions by Norman Rockwell, which illustrate the ideals upon which our nation was founded. They are freedom of speech, freedom to worship, freedom from fear, and freedom from want. Our basic human rights articulated by President Franklin Delano Roosevelt during World War II. They are core principles that Americans in every time must be vigilant to protect and defend for everyone, everywhere. And Norman Rockwell's paintings go even further in reminding us of what we value in our nation. While distinctively American, they portray the hopes and dreams and desires common to all cultures and peoples, as are so eloquently expressed in his Golden Rule painting. These are the desire to care for and provide for our children, to laugh and to love, to work hard and to play, to be safe and live freely, to be a friend and to have friends, to care for our fellow citizens, and to build caring communities. And I hope that these are the experiences you have found here and are the memories you will make in your new country with your family and friends. We're honored today to welcome you and your families as Berkshire County's newest citizens. And as you put down roots in this great country, I hope that Norman Rockwell Museum will always hold a place in your heart with a special memory of this day, and that you will visit often, bringing children and friends and family. We're all children of immigrants in the United States, and I know that I'm grateful to my grandparents and forebears for their courage to come to this nation and make my life possible. And we're so proud of you and all your hard work and dedication, and we welcome you warmly. Have a wonderful day.
It is now my pleasure to introduce our presiding justice today, the Honorable Joan McMenemy, First Justice for the Berkshire County Juvenile Court. Thank you.
Thank you and good morning to all of our citizen candidates, your beautiful families and friends, and our distinguished speakers and guests. For the past few years, I have had the honor to be asked to come here and administer the oath of citizenship to other people like yourselves. And in my remarks in previous years, I've told the story of Mary Sullivan, who was my grandmother. And very briefly, Mary left her family and farm in Ireland and came to the port city of Boston back in the 1920s. She had no money to speak of, no degrees or any specific technological skills, but she had her own innate intelligence, her goodness, and an honest desire to work hard. So Mary settled into Massachusetts and got right to the business of working and marrying and raising her family and making a new life for herself. And for many years, she worked long, hard hours cleaning houses. In 1941, Mary had a daughter who was my mother. My mother worked hard, did well in school, went on to college, graduated from the Elms with a degree in mathematics. And in 1942, my grandmother Mary took her oath of allegiance and became a U.S. citizen. And I can't fully know all that she had to do and sacrifice on her path to citizenship in this country, but I do know that it was a lot, and I know that it meant a lot to her. So here I am, Mary's granddaughter, standing before you as a justice of the trial court of Massachusetts and first justice of the Berkshire Juvenile Court. And I know that my path to this place and the honor of administering the oath of citizenship to you all today was made possible first by the hard work and sacrifices and choices that were made by my parents and grandparents and great-grandparents. And secondly, it was made possible by a great and noble country that was open to my grandparents and great-grandparents and accepted them and gave them a chance. So Mary's story is small, but it is mighty and symbolic and representative of literally hundreds of thousands of people who have immigrated to this country over the decades with the hopes of getting a good education, job opportunities, and making a good life for themselves and their families. And many of us here share this common history, these stories of courage and sacrifice, of immigration to this great country, and of all the hard work and commitment of our forebears to become citizens and laying a path for us all. And as citizens of this country, we have very important freedoms and rights, and we have many benefits and opportunities. We have access to high quality public and higher education, good job opportunities, access to health care, safe homes, reliable transportation, reliable roads, and of course, amazing cultural institutions like the Norman Rockwell Museum. And we who have been afforded such great opportunities must strive not to take these things for granted. And at times like these, while in the presence of people who have had to work so hard to achieve their citizenship, perhaps we should reflect upon what it means to be a good citizen. And on this issue, everyone has opinions, and certainly they're entitled to their views, to be sure. From where I sit, I believe that a good citizen puts the well-being of children first. Not only their own children, but the children of the community. And we must recognize that our future success as a society, as a country, as a people, completely and utterly reliant and connected to the health and well-being of the children. And all children, no matter where they are born, should live free from fear and trauma and have the same access to life-sustaining nourishment and health care, education, and opportunities to reach their potential as human beings. A good citizen ensures that the elders of their community are safe and respected and valued for their experiences and their wisdom. A good citizen works hard and seeks out opportunities to grow and build, to advance, and to give back. I've said before that a good citizen should never feel afraid to welcome good people from all corners of this planet and never forget the vital role that people who have immigrated to this country from all over the world have played throughout history in building this nation, in serving this country, and enhancing the life experience of all. A good citizen truly embraces the meaning of the words spoken by Elie Wiesel when he said, "No human being is illegal." While we citizens have our differences in our food and music, dance and religion, and indeed our politics, in the end, we are more alike than we are different. And a good citizen recognizes that we all need acceptance, a feeling of community, of justice, an opportunity to be heard, acceptance that we do make mistakes, and then we make amends. We have an opportunity to forgive and to be forgiven. To be sure, our similarities on the things that really matter are much greater than our differences. A good citizen exercises their rights and knows that with these rights come responsibilities. And a good citizen should expect that their leaders will be hardworking and ethical, and a good citizen will participate fairly in the process to ensure that the hardworking, ethical, and honorable are elected. A good citizen strives to be a good neighbor and come to the aid of others, especially in times of tragedy and need, and to live honestly with compassion and respect for others, to stand up for others when they are not able to stand up for themselves, and on occasion to be courageous when called upon. In going forward from this day, this very important day, we must acknowledge that there is always uncertainty about what the future holds. Every generation faces its struggles and discord, but I have always been of the belief that we have much reason to be optimistic. There are many more good people in this world than otherwise, and the good, decent people of the world must strive to unite and stay unified as to the things that truly matter, which includes basic human rights for all. Maya Angelou once said that people will forget what you said and people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And if that is the case, on behalf of the speakers and other citizens here today, to the citizen candidates and your family and friends, we hope that you feel welcome. We admire your hard work and your courage, and we are glad that you are here. And we are amazed by how beautifully diverse and beautiful your families are. You are gifted and you are talented, and your true potential cannot be measured by a written test or some numerical calculation. You are important to the welfare of this Commonwealth and of this country. So to conclude my remarks today, U.S. Supreme Court Justice Louis Brandeis has been credited with saying that the only title in our democracy superior to that of president is the title of citizen. And with that, Mr. Forte, are there any motions for me to consider today? Okay, go right ahead.
Good morning. My name is Joseph Forte. I am pleased to represent the Department of Homeland Security, United States Citizenship and Immigration Services at these proceedings today. Your Honor, there are 23 applicants present today. Each applicant has been duly examined under the provisions of the Immigration and Naturalization Act of 1952 as amended. Each applicant has been found well qualified for United States citizenship. At this time, Your Honor, I ask that the oath of allegiance be read to all 23 applicants, thus bestowing upon them our nation's highest honor, citizenship.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Forte.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your motion is approved. All right, and so to the citizen candidates, will you please stand? If you are ready to take the oath of allegiance, I'm going to ask you to repeat after me, and please state your own name after I say the word I. And so if you're ready, your right hands. I. Beautiful. Hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty, of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States when required by the law, that I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction when required by law, and that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Congratulations. Congratulations to the citizens that have just been sworn in. It's now my honor to introduce two of the children, I believe, of one of our new citizens, who are going to lead us in a Pledge of Allegiance. They are Allison Leonaris Constanza and Hazel Constanza Donice. I'd ask everyone if you could please stand. And girls, if you could come forward. Okay. And facing the flag. Okay. And lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Return to your seats. All right, and you all may now be seated. And I'd like to introduce our next speaker. She is the Executive Director of the Berkshire Immigrant Center. Will you please welcome Brooke Mead.
Good morning, everyone. First, a round of thanks to the many who make this event one of my favorite days of the whole year. To the amazing and dedicated staff, volunteers, and board of the Berkshire Immigrant Center. I know I speak for all of us when I say we look forward to this all year long. Thanks to USCIS for once again bringing this to our corner of the state, to local officials and candidates for lending their time and support, and of course, to the Rockwell Museum, who provides the most inspiring of backdrops for a naturalization ceremony. It is now my privilege and honor to say the words that every year give me goosebumps. Congratulations and welcome, my fellow Americans. What a wonderfully diverse and beautiful group you are. Today, our nation has been strengthened by 23 new U.S. citizens from 16 countries, 5 continents around the globe, hailing from 13 towns and 3 counties in Massachusetts. And 11 of those 13 are here in the Berkshires. This is the highest ratio we've ever had. Thank you, Joe. So to all of you not living in the Berkshires, welcome. And to those who have chosen this as their home, thank you. I said it last year and I'll say it again. Immigrants make America great. So the Berkshire Immigrant Center was originally founded to help people with naturalization, and it definitely remains at the heart of what we do. We have been fortunate to get to know many of you through your immigration journeys, as well as through your contributions to our communities. Having the privilege to work with you renews our own belief in this country and in humankind. And even if I don't know you personally, what I'm about to say, I bet, applies to you too. You are rock stars. To get to this point today, you had to navigate a complex immigration system, pass a test that many born here could not, survive and thrive despite obstacles inherent in moving to another country. You had to work hard and be strong and sacrifice, and in many cases suffer due to separation from loved ones. Many of you did this while supporting a family here as well as abroad. I am in awe of you. And I could not be more excited that you have chosen this country to bless with your strengths and talents. Please continue to consider us a resource for you and your families who also worked and sacrificed alongside of you to bring you to this point today. John F. Kennedy said, "Yesterday's immigrants supplied a continuous flow of creative abilities and ideas that have enriched our nation. The immigrants we welcome today and tomorrow will carry on this tradition and help us to retain, reinvigorate, and strengthen the American spirit. The interaction of disparate cultures, the vehemence of ideals that lead immigrants here, the opportunity offered by a new life, all give America a flavor and a character that make it unmistakable and remarkable." This is even more true than when he said it about 60 years ago today. And now a plea, my fellow Americans, again. We need you to vote. We need your voice, your participation, your ideas, your volunteerism to keep this country strong and guided by our founding principles. We have a table on the patio. You may have heard that. We will help you register. We will mail it in. And I believe the deadline for Massachusetts primary voting to register to vote is August 15th, so you guys are right in time. And you could consider it your first official act as U.S. citizens. Thank you for allowing me to share and celebrating with you today. May you be blessed in whatever comes next. And may your contributions continue to make America unmistakable and remarkable. Thank you. And now I would like to welcome back up Lena Grillono-Losco, who is a naturalized U.S. citizen herself. Thank you, Lena.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of gray, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for patriot dream that sees beyond the eaves, thine alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God mend thine every flaw, confirm thy soul in self-control, your liberty in law. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Thank you, Lena. We have some welcoming remarks from the President of the United States.
My dear fellow American, it is with great pride that I welcome you into the American family. No matter where you come from or what faith you practice, this country is now your country. Our history is now your history, and our traditions are now your traditions. You enjoy the full rights and the sacred duties that come with American citizenship. Very, very special. There is no higher honor, there is no greater responsibility. You now share the obligation to teach our values to others, to help newcomers assimilate to our way of life, and uplift America by living according to its highest ideals of self-governance and its highest standards. All Americans are your brothers and sisters, and each of us must do our part to keep America safe, strong, and free. America is our home. We have no other. You have pledged allegiance to America, and when you give your love and loyalty to America, she returns her love and loyalty to you. We share one American heart and one American destiny. It is a destiny filled with love, opportunity, and hope. We celebrate this day. We welcome you into our national family. We applaud your devotion to America, and we embrace the wonderful future we will have together. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
We've come to the part of the program that I know everybody's part of the court proceedings that everybody is waiting for, and that's presentation of the certificates. So I have a couple of really brief announcements. The first one is the one I started the day with. Please proofread your certificates. The second one is on the certificate is your date of birth, your certificate registration number, and your alien number. Any one of those items can be used in conjunction with your name to steal your identity. So if you're going to take a photograph with your certificate, either obscure them with your fingers as you hold them for the photograph, or pixelate them if you intend to post them online. But please be very careful guarding your personal identifiable information. I would also like to take this time to thank Hazel and Allison for doing the Pledge of Allegiance, and to congratulate them because Hazel and Allison become citizens today because Mom becomes a citizen today. So let's have another. So I know I'm ready, and I know Justice McMenemy is ready. Are you folks ready for your certificates? Okay. If I'm going to mispronounce names, I'm going to apologize. I'm going to make one apology right now for all the names that will mispronounce. Please let me know how to correctly pronounce your name if I mispronounce it. I truly want to know. Thank you very much, and congratulations. Fernando Leon Mangolyon. Miguel Diaz Angel. Freddie Chandra. Mark Bacon. Anup Singh. Stephen Stenson. Nancy Costanza Donis. Mohammed Petraf. Madalena Dikadzowska. Madalena Macholska. Athena Nazaro Wright. Francis Lopez Urquizo. Deborah Nicola Salon. Julia Lovento Emery. Philippe Asante. Sheila Teresa Sullivan. Mr. Yaruho Rosenstein. Kristen van Genhoven. Jayashree Ganesh. Gaurav Shawat. Thank you. Sometimes I can tell instantly when I get a name incorrect. Bansala Chawla. Ganesh Vadiyanthan. Taha Boris. Congratulations, everyone. I ask that everybody please rise. Commander Webb, please retire the colors. Mr. Boyd.
Hear he, hear he, hear he. All persons having anything to do before the Honorable Joan M. McMenemy, First Justice of the Juvenile Court, now sitting in Lenox, in the County of Berkshire, within and for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, at present depart. As for this special session, is now adjourned. God save the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. The court is now adjourned.
Well, welcome back, everyone, to the Rockwell Museum. If you'd like to do a photo op